What's up, Authentic fam? Welcome back, Authentic Alphas again. It's your boy Allende. So today was a busy day, guys. Had several consults, and what I noticed was a lot of them had to do with dating apps. So might be a little bit of coincidence that so many of them fell on the same day. Also, a lot of guys are kind of following up to a couple of videos that I've been doing talking about jumping back on dating apps because I haven't been on dating apps in a little minute. I don't even, maybe probably like 3 years, I think. I haven't been on it. My Tinder got banned. I forgot what my Tinder got banned for. My Tinder got banned in like 2018 or some shit, man. And I just never jumped back on it or whatever. But there's ways to get back onto Tinder if your Tinder's been banned. I mean, if you got that question, you could hit me up because I had to figure out how to do that. And there's actually a couple of ways. There's like 3 or 4 different ways that you can get back on Tinder if you've been banned. But it's not, as simple as you would think, but then it's not that complicated. But so anyhow, so I got back up on the dating apps because I wanted to kind of go through it step by step so that I'm not giving any outdated advice. I need to be like in tune with what's going on. Like right now, the dating market is constantly changing. What's going on with these chicks is always changing. What's trending, what's pulling them in different directions is always changing, right? So I can't be giving guys advice from like 5 years ago because it's not going to apply now. So I figured I'd go out, meet a bunch of females, the ways that most guys are doing it, because everybody keeps telling me it's dating apps, bro. It's the only way nowadays. It's like, no, that's the only way you motherfuckers know how. But if that's the way that you guys are doing it mostly, then all right, fine. But at the end of the day, the best dating app for the last 10 years has been Instagram. So many of you guys might be familiar with Andrew Tate saying that, but most of us that are doing well with females figured that out a long time ago, that nothing beats Instagram as far as meeting women. But of course, the issue is you would have to have an Instagram that's appealing to chicks. All right, so this video is going to be using dating apps, how to set up dates. So really, I'm just kind of giving a couple of examples of the things that you could improve. And of course, I'm going to give you that help, assistance, and that guidance via the consults. So a lot of the guys have a very self-defeatist attitude, right? This modern generation of dudes, bro, I'm telling you guys are really in for it. You guys that are like under 30, even under 35, I would say. Like guys right now between 16 and 35, bro, it's like mindset, man. The mindset. I keep saying that because that's what it is. So many guys telling me what they can't do. And it's like, you over here telling me what you can't do with conviction, yet someone else is doing it. I actually just got an email from a dude that booked a consult, and he's telling me how he's having all these other issues, and he's like, on top of that, I stutter, and his height and weight and all these things. And then when I look at the pictures, I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like this guy is super depressed and not applying himself. He gave up on dating, gave up on meeting women. And when you look at his pictures, you're like, por qué? Why, dude? 6 foot, 175 pounds, above average looking dude. And I'm just like, I've seen guys in a much worse physical condition than you, buddy, with women. Okay? Average, above average attractiveness. So he's just a great example of what I mean by like mindset. It's all in your head, bro. It's all mental. Like this guy wouldn't even have to like go to the gym and do the Jenny Jones makeover. He literally would just need to have a different mental outlook and he'd get better results. Oh, and then he threw in there that he stutters. And it's like, okay, if you think that stuttering is holding you back from women, I'm sorry, bro. I've known too many guys that either stutter and get girls with no problem, or I've known guys that don't stutter and they stutter intentionally when they're talking to women. I promise you, I had a homeboy, Eniel, Dominican dude from New York, Washington Heights. Eniel is hilarious, bro. And then his boy, my boy Emmanuel, These motherfuckers used to stutter on purpose only when they're talking to women. Any other time they talk normal. When they talking to women, yo, mommy, like something about your body. It like I'm feeling you, baby. I like you. I like anything you wear, baby. It look good on you. But when he's talking to me, it's like, yo, let's go to the corner store and get a couple of Dutches, and I figure we play a little bit of ball before we hit the gym. He talks regular, but when he talks to chicks, yo, what's up, mommy? Yo, I text you, and you never, you don't text me back. The bitches love it. So, I'm running down some of the things that I help guys with on the consult to improve their dating potential. And a lot of these guys don't think that any of these things can be done because they're already coming into it with this mindset of girls don't like me, I can't get girls, I can't. Like this word can't is all over the fucking place. I can't. Don't be a Mexicant, be a Mexican, all right, bro? So we'll look at some of these things, and I don't want you guys to tell me what you can't do. What you do, you shut the fuck up, you book a consult, you tell me your situation, and I'll tell you what you can do. Don't tell me what you can't fucking do. It's like when I'm training people in the gym and I'm like, all right, let me add a couple plates here. And they're like, no, I can't do that, bro. And then I say, you shut the fuck up and get under the bar. I'm going to add a couple more plates and I'll spot you if need be. And then they push the weight. And I'm like, according to you couldn't. And I don't accept that from women. I don't accept that from females. All right. Any chick that's ever dated me is going to tell you, Allende is so hard on me. But they get results. Okay, I leave a bitch better than I found her because I'm going to pull that potential up out of her. I don't want to hear the word can't. Okay, all I want to hear is I haven't before, and we'll start. There's a first time for everything. So you coming and fucking with me, you need to clear your slate, okay, of all that self-doubt and all that past failure that's in your head because that's what's holding you guys back from going forward. I know short guys that have gotten great results with women. I know fat guys getting great results with women. I know guys that stutter getting great results with women. I know guys living in their moms. My god brother right now, grown ass dude, he's only like 3 years younger than me. He just moved back home with his mom. His mom retrofitted the whole like garage into an apartment, added a bathroom and everything. And he's getting buns all the time. And he lives in his mom's garage. And I'm like, bro, purpose over pussy. He'd be like, yo, whatever, bro, I'm gonna do that, but I gotta go, my nigga. I got the shorty coming over. I'm like, you just had a shorty over. I know, I got another shorty coming over, bro. I'll talk to you later, brother. I'm like, get a job, nigga. All right, so the first thing we gotta understand is that the potential is basically representative of the individual. Certain guys are capable of things that other guys aren't capable of. So I know you guys love that John Anthony video. But one of the things I think about John Anthony's claims that's straight transparent bullshit is that he's over here telling guys who weren't able to approach women and get numbers yesterday that today, after working with John Anthony for an hour, you're going to be closing the deal on the first night. Really? So the guy would approach anxiety. The guy that's never had a one night stand, the guy that's never slept with a girl on the first night, that guy, right? He's just gonna, after $1,800 into John Anthony's bank account, he's gonna know how to talk up a chick and sleep with her the first night. No, guys, it's not how it works. So there's different levels to this shit. And I'll be more than happy to look over your pictures, look at your profile, look at what you got going on, and I'll let you know straight up, frankly, what would be a realistic goal for you, and we'll shoot for that. So it's going to be better than what you're already accomplishing, but again, it's going to be realistic. I'm not telling some guy he's going to jump on a dating app and all of a sudden he's going to be matching and he's going to be setting up dates and sleeping with them the first night. It's if you're not that dude, that's not going to happen. But there's definitely ways to improve your situation. There are, normal guys, basic guys that are still actually getting girlfriends off of the apps. It's just you have to know how to go about it, and you have to know what type of chicks to target, what type of strategy to have with them. And there are some less, what is the word for it? There are some chicks that aren't out there like that that actually are obtainable, and they are actually on the app trying to like really meet somebody and go out and make a connection and all that other bullshit. There are girls out there like that, but you would have to know how to set up your filtering process to get that, as opposed to what is the majority on it, and then also what app are you using, and then where are you setting it. So there's a whole bunch of stuff involved, and like I said, it's all contingent on the particular guy and what strategy we would have to develop for him. So everything would have to be personalized. So that's why I'm not going to get on here and give you this one size fit all, because it doesn't work that way. Like, I couldn't even get on here and share my strategy with you guys on how I deal with dating apps. Now, I will do that for entertainment purposes and just to reference certain things, but I couldn't give you the same cookie cutter approach that I use, because it's not going to work for you. You don't have the same appeal, basically. All right, so anyhow, these aren't going to be in any particular order, but it's just some of the things that you can hit me up and we can put into process or put into motion for you, so you can kind of set it up and have a plan, right? So first thing, you'd have to decide where you're setting your web. Are you a travel guy, or are you a guy looking for chicks that you're trying to meet locally? And one of the things that I've been wanting to like explain to guys is that guys be trying to get certain chicks, and I'd be like, yo, dude, you can look at a chick's pictures and tell, like, okay, is she even in my league? And what I mean by that is not like looks. When you say that, guys always think you're talking about looks, like she in your league versus looks. No, I mean the shit that she's into. So when guys be looking at, like, say, the average IG model. We'll use them as an example. We're all familiar with that archetype, right? Guys will be looking at these chicks and be like, oh, I can never get her, and I can. It's like, it's not that you could never get her, it's that you don't do what she do or be what she be, see what she see. That's why it's not gonna happen. So if you're local and you're going to work every day, and then you're looking at an IG model that literally is in 4 different cities per month, how would that even work? How would that go? How are you gonna hold her attention when in 2 days she's packing to go to Vegas? She's gonna be in Vegas for 3 or 4 days. Oh, you know what? Actually, she's gonna be in Vegas for a couple of days longer because someone gave her a different offer. She didn't know this particular pool party was going down, but some promoter told her to come and they'll pay her to come and show up. You're not in Vegas. Now, here's the thing. If you were in Vegas and you were at that pool party, now you could potentially get that chick. And I'm talking about aside from how you look and how much money you have. I'm just talking about the bare fact that you're looking at a chick that's constantly moving. She's a moving target. You see how my camera can't focus right now because I'm doing all of this? She can't focus on you because she's doing all of this, and you don't be where she be. So that's why that wouldn't happen. It's that fucking simple, right? So there's a lot of chicks like that, and I can fuck with them. I just have to, like, same thing with a moving target. I just have to predict where they're gonna be before they're there, and that's where I shoot. So it's like, okay, you're based in Atlanta, but you come to Miami once or twice a month, and then you also hit up New York. So it's just a matter of coordinating when we can be in the same city at the same time. And then I'm in the 80 percentile, I'm gonna close the deal with that particular chick. But me being in Miami, looking at her from Instagram, it's not gonna happen, guys. All right. So that's what I mean by, you have to kind of like assess, is this chick even in my league? If she's like a gym chick, well, then that would probably be your lane right there. Depending on what she's into is whether or not you're gonna kind of be able to rub shoulders with her, rub elbows with her. If not, you're kind of just gonna be trying to text her if you were to get her number, or trying to DM her, and she's not gonna be responding to you like that, and then you're gonna be wasting a lot of time and energy. So assess, same thing like if you work in retail, you need to assess the customer first. So anyhow, now once you decide where you're trying to meet the chicks, where you're trying to see them at, then you got to ask yourself, what route are you going to go? Are you going to go the set up and plan a date route? In which case, you need to know what is available in that area that's, say, close to her maybe, okay? If she says that she likes tacos or something like that. I don't know, I'm just giving you an example. Sometimes girls put stuff like that in their profile. Like, I love this, and tacos. Okay, well, that's an in right there if you're kind of paying attention, because now you can go and be like, oh shit, let me find a really good taco place that's in a particular area that she wouldn't have been to before. So then when I talk to her, I can say, hey, you know what? You work at the salon over on 5th, right? Yeah. Okay, you know what? There's this really nice taco place that I like. It's fucking awesome. I'm gonna take you there. Done. Okay, done. Now, the fact that she already said that she liked tacos in her profile or something somewhere, you know that that's at least something that's going to somewhat get her attention. And then that particular date isn't about trying to impress her or it being expensive or anything like that. You're just catering to a preference that she already has, and you're introducing her to something she hasn't tried. You haven't tried these particular tacos or whatever. Now, if you really want to put the effort in, you go there, make a friend there. So now you can always bring a chick there, and there's people nodding their head and say, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Hey, it's my guy, or whatever. Now, those for the guys that want to act like they're advanced and they want to plan ahead and they really want to get out here and play this game. I tell guys all the time, stop focusing on a chick and focus on how you're going to deal with women in general. A lot of you guys, your motivation is always like trying to get this one chick you like. Dude, that shit is so high school. And that's the place for it. When you're in high school, yeah, you could be Google-eyed over one particular chick, and that's how you start to develop that whole ambition to try to get a chick. You go through that process and whatever. But when you're a grown-ass man, bro, you can't think like that. You can't think so individually. You just have to think, I want to just be good with women in general. I want to know where to take them, what to say, what to do with them, you know, how to make sure they have a good time, how to make sure they remember me, and that I'm not getting brushed off. Because that's what it is, bro. At the end of the day, a lot of you guys, when I'm talking to you guys, I'm listening to you guys, a lot of what it is that there's nothing about you that stands out. You need to find something to specialize in, or else you're just what is that shit called in the video game? The NPC. That's what you are. You're not an actual fucking player. You're just a fucking prop. All right. So find interesting, fun venues, and then try to create an advantage at said venue. All right. You need to plan a strategy and create a web, right? Create a web that's going to go ahead and catch what you're trying to get. So learn how to set these traps, guys. I'm not going to explain everything in detail. That's the whole point of the consult. I'll explain to you guys how to go about developing these skill sets, right? All right. So learn how to pay attention to key details about an individual so that you can start designing the type of conversation that you're going to have. Mind you, another thing that guys do all the damn time, it irritates the shit out of me when I overhear it, is they talk just to talk. They just talk just to talk. Like that's success within itself. I'm talking to this girl and she's talking back to me, and it's been 5 minutes and we're still talking. I'm making conversation. Wow, mommy, wow. I'm a big kid now. No. Every fucking thing that you say to a chick needs to be calculated. Say nothing just to say it, guys. Please, please. Say nothing just to say it. Even if you ask a girl what city she's from, you need to have a follow-up to that. There needs to be somewhere you're going with that. And if she says something about a city and you know nothing about that city, well, you better ask some really good questions to keep her engaged. Oh, really? You're from Detroit? I've actually never been to Detroit. But, you know, something, motherfucker. All right? Don't just be saying shit just to say shit, and don't ask questions just to ask them. Women are better at us at making conversation. They're better at us socially, which means that they can see that you're fucking struggling, and it's going to be a turnoff. So learn how to become a linguist when it comes to that. Guys, please, motherfuckers. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I overhear guys talking to girls all the fucking time, and they are bombing terribly, and they have no idea. I look at them and they have this smug ass smirk on their face like they're fucking killing it out there. And the chick is like, oh yeah, really? Oh, nice. They will encourage you. They will really make you think that they give a shit about what you're saying, because women are polite and they make conversation just to fucking shoot the breeze. But what I'm trying to tell you is, all that time that you're running up the meter, you're not getting the pussy wet. It's actually getting drier and drier because she's realizing quickly this guy's boring as fuck. All right, yeah. So learning how to flirt, I tell you guys that all the time, and that shit is a super skill. Like you gotta really know what you're doing with that. So that takes tons of fucking practice. And the only way to get good at flirting is not to find girls you actually are interested in and then like flirt with them for the sake of practice. That's not how you do it. You need to just flirt in general. 45-year-old lady looks good for her age. Hey, how you doing, ma? No, you look good, man. No disrespect, I'm just saying. I mean, if your husband hasn't told you, I'd like to remind you, you're gorgeous. Oh, I'm actually not married. What a hate crime. Learn to fucking flirt, guys. All right? Because I see guys in the comments trying to like criticize my game and shit. And I'm just thinking to myself, So you, who gets no fucking results with chicks, who's trying to consult dating coaches, has the nerve to tell me that my game isn't effective yet. It's going over your fucking head. You don't even know what the fuck I'm doing, why I'm doing it, what I'm saying for, but then you're over here telling me that my game is whack, right? But yet I'm getting great results with the chicks. And I literally worked at a job where hollering at chicks competitively is what I did. Like, you think the other guys weren't trying to game these broads? You think the other guys weren't trying to get in their head? So I'm working with 10 or more dudes that look great, and we talk to fucking chicks for a living, and I'm competing at the top, and I don't know how to talk to chicks. Got it, guys. Flirting is the best way to be interesting and engaging, especially starting off. If you don't know a lot about a lot, get really good at flirting. All right, if you're not that worldly, you haven't traveled a lot, you don't know a lot of shit, you haven't seen a lot of places, at least get good at the flirting game, guys. All right. How to initiate chicks' feelings. So that's a whole nother chapter. But again, like I said, everything needs to be calculated. In other words, reverse engineered. So you need to think at the end, the conclusion, this chick in your bed, and you just beat. Now work backwards. What would she need to feel to get there? All right. What are all the boxes that you would need to check? And then what you could do is you can make that expedient. Which is why I said it's a lot based on who you are. Because the guys that are either blessed with good looks, or they're in incredibly good shape, or they combined it both, they're able to qualify for that instant hookup where we can get there quickly. And the reason why they can get there so much quicker is that because they can get the girl to confirm her attraction way earlier in the game. That's the thing. If you're not a physically attractive guy, that's going to be extremely difficult. If your game is trash and you don't know how to engage girls and get them into that mindset, into that mood, it's also going to be like impossible. Imagine if you can do both. So you will be able to get a girl into that zone very quickly. For example, the average guy, hey beautiful, how are you? Oh, hey, thanks, I'm good. That guy's nowhere near the pussy, right? Now, what you want to call a Chad, Tyrone, here you guys go with these fucking names and these labels. All right, so we'll use Chad. Now, Chad says, hey, sexy, what's up with you? Oh, hey, handsome. He's already there. He's already fucking there, right? It's expedient because instantly she threw the ball right back at him. He threw a compliment that's letting her know, hey, listen, I'm physically attracted to you, which equals I want to sleep with you. And she threw it back to him that she's also physically attracted to him. So now that he can take that next step now and instantly start initiating a type of playful sexual banter now. He can go there right away with it. Now when a chick is straight cold to you, and she might have a shitty attitude, she might literally say to you, my name's not sexy, my name is Rebecca. Bro, don't message that bitch back. And see, 90% of guys, they would make the mistake of actually continuing to message that girl, trying to like apologize, somehow they're trying to like salvage it and all this other shit. Stop. That's what I want that homie to clown. A lot of you guys are probably too young to remember In Living Color, but that's when I want to hit this motherfucker over the head. Like, homie, don't play that. A lot of guys be wasting so much fucking time with girls that have already give you a signal that like, yo, bro, not at all, not even a little bit. But they will let you continue to fucking work, either just for the tension or whatever resources you might offer. So you guys also have to know when to get the fuck out of Dodge. You actually should be looking for the rejection as quickly as possible. A lot of you guys, again, like I said, it's mindset. A lot of you dudes, you think everything backwards. You're already telling yourself you can't get the girl, she's not gonna like me, whatever. Backwards. And then when you're trying to interact with the chick and she's not feeling you, you're trying to change her mind. backwards. Also, when it comes to rejection, you're trying to like avoid it. You're trying to like avoid it. Like, oh, please don't hit me in my face. Ow, 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 it will hurt. No, you don't avoid the rejection. You need to get it as quickly as possible and embrace it and say, oh, you're not feeling it? Cool, get the fuck out of here and find somebody else. I don't know why guys think that you can like soften the blow of rejection, and they think like somehow they're gonna like talk around it. It's like, no, motherfucker. The best thing is for a girl to say, hey, I'm not interested, no, bye. That would be the best fucking thing for a girl to say, because time is fucking valuable and you've already gotten the experience. Okay, what did you learn? You're not that fucking attractive, dude. Turn it down a notch and go for a smaller fish first while working on yourself. All right. How to gain her investment. So that's another thing that I'll go over with guys, is how to get women to make that investment, right? Once you got her interest, who's actually interested in you, what you got to say, what the fuck you talking about, then you need to start getting her to make an investment, right? And there's many ways to do that. And we'll work on that one-on-one, but it's very little subtle things that you want to get women to make an investment, and what you start kind of building a connection on. Right? So a lot of guys, their conversation is very dry and mundane. Nothing about it is like really personalized. Nothing about it really stands out, and nothing forces her to kind of like rally back. So also, again, very important. And a lot of the shit you can figure out real quick, bro. Like, I was matched with some really cute white chick, and her name was, I don't know, I'd have to look again, but it was a very unique name. And the first thing I was thinking to myself is like, oh, okay, that's probably like Eastern European, because it's similar to like Olga or Annika. And when I looked it up, it wasn't. It was from Greece. It's a Greek name. She might not even know that her name is Greek. But even if she did, the fact that I'm coming out the gate with that, like, yo, I really like your name. Is your family actually from Greece? Now, if she didn't know that, now I just taught her something about her own fucking name. If she did know that, then she's gonna be like, huh, hands down, this is probably the first guy in my whole life that's ever right out the gate been like, hey, your name is Greek? So now she wants to know, how do I know that? Little shit like that, guys, makes you stand out. All right. What else is here? So scheduling the FaceTime. A lot of you guys be taking way too long to move the fucking ball forward. Too much back and forth. And women will tell you nowadays, I'm not looking for a pen pal. So a lot of you guys don't know how to progress the conversation. You don't know how to progress the tempo. And then some guys, what happens is they try to do what I'm saying, and what they end up doing is jumping the gun. Okay, because then they go too fast and they skip a couple of steps. So there's certain steps that you need to hit first to progress it. It's just how good you are. It is how quickly you can do that. And how I see a lot of guys do that, actually, that's really fucking sad. Because like I said, guys, a lot of times I'm on the other end talking to guys for a chick. So I see the type of shit that guys be trying to write girls. And a lot of times what guys do is they'll send a girl a paragraph, and it's like, fuck this fucking guy, bro. And they don't realize that that's a huge turnoff. Like, bro, you could have wrote Mozart. You could have wrote motherfucking poetry in that motherfucker, okay? It could have been R. Kelly's 12-play album you could have wrote. It's not gonna be good. It doesn't matter how good what you wrote is. The fact that it's a whole goddamn paragraph is gonna make the chick say, oh, all right, look, I'm not reading that. Like, what the fuck is that? So, again, guys, we'll work on it one-on-one. I want you guys to go ahead and show me your profile, show me your messages, show me the type of shit that you're saying and what the girls are showing back, and I'll tell you exactly why this shit ain't fucking working. And then you won't have to be sitting here wondering why these girls ain't texting you back. All right, so how we can progress to the FaceTime, get that moving. Also, a lot of guys don't know how to be direct in the conversation. That's another thing that I'm noticing. A lot of you guys are way too like beta in the conversation. Like, you're not leading the conversation. And a woman can tell if a guy can't lead the conversation, he can't dominate and dictate the conversation, and he's not 2-3 steps ahead of her, then that's kind of an example of your inability to lead and be the man in anything else. That's what she's seeing, dog, to be honest with you. So if you text passively, she's probably thinking, okay, this guy fucks passively. You see what I'm trying to say? And if that's how he behaves with a chick, I can imagine how he acts with other dudes. He's probably the loser. He's probably the guy that gets beat, the guy that gets defeated, basically. All right, so how we move from that, from the match to the message to the FaceTime to planning the date ASAP. All right, very important. Now, so for the guys that are traveling, and maybe even if you're not traveling, there's ways that you can use girls as leads to lead you to other girls. Okay, so somebody was like making a comment about Allende matched with a bunch of fuglies, and I'm like, man, wow. When women say guys today are fucking trash, boy, I tell you, and it's just like, really? So I match with nothing but fuglies, yet I got hella bad bitches on my dating apps I match with. Anytime you see me out with a chick, she's attractive. If you look to my Instagram, if you go to my Instagram, go to my follow list, plenty of models, attractive women, boss babes, young bitches, older bitches, bad bitches, plenty of them follow me, right? Why? Why? So the models that guys be following that don't follow them back, first of all, I don't follow chicks that don't follow me. So if I have attractive women follow me on IG and I match with attractive women on dating apps, what do the less attractive chicks that I match with, what does that mean? How is that either here or there? But then you got guys judging it and critiquing it, and they don't match with diddly shit, and they're not operating on the level that I'm operating on, so they don't know why the fuck I'm doing what I'm doing. And that pisses me off, right? So like, I'm an artist, I build things, I create things, I make things. Sometimes I go in a store to buy something that's designed for a completely different job or task than what I'm using it for. And then the people that I'm buying it from are like giving me a hard time, like, oh, no, that's not the right thing for this, or no, that's not for that. And it's like, yo, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like I know what I'm doing. You don't know what the fuck I'm doing, because what I'm doing is a combination of intelligence and creativity. So it's doing this. Because you're only used to doing things the way that you've been told to do it, taught to do it, the proper standard way to do it. So if I'm doing something outside of the fucking box, you're not going to understand it. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's stupid or doesn't make sense. It just means you don't fucking get it. So anyhow, all of that to explain this. When I see chicks that might only be a 6, 6.5, between a 5 and a 7, sometimes I'll still swipe right on them because I want to match with them. Not because I'm interested in the fugly chick, okay, dumbass that made that comment, but because of where they're located or what they might do. And if that chick doesn't present her Instagram, I might have to actually match with her to get her Instagram. Why do I want her Instagram if I'm not interested in it, in her? Because I'm going to use her as a lead. If I'm going to Atlanta and I want to have plenty of options when I'm in Atlanta, I'm not only going to rely on the very attractive chicks that I match with in Atlanta. I'm also going to use the 5s and the 6s that I match with in Atlanta to go to their Instagram and see their fucking friends that they tag. Look at their follow list that's full of chicks from Atlanta. I'm going to look at the salon that they go to that's local, local in their zip code, dumbass. And then I'm going to be able to see all the attractive women that either didn't come across my Tinder or they're not on Tinder, but they're on Instagram. And now I can DM them. And now I got another 8 or a 9. That's an option when I'm in Atlanta. So shut the fuck up and you might actually learn something. Get a consult and I'll explain these strategies to you in detail. And that's been very effective for me. That's why no matter where the fuck I travel to, I have double-digit options. Okay? I went to Orlando for the 21 convention. Okay? I had 6 chicks to pick from. I spent time with 3 because I like to see the same chick more than once. If I really like a chick, if you got an 8, 9, or a 10, why just see her one time? Why just one night? Why just one night stand? No. If I have a chick that's above 7.5, I might want to smash her more than once, guys. I don't know. So 3 girls twice each is good for me. That's fine for me. I'd rather 3 girls twice, okay, than 6 girls once. It just makes more sense. Besides, I'm looking for the residual. I don't have a problem retaining females. So I'd rather work on quality over quantity. But to get to quality, you have to go through quantity. All right. Next, you need to look for girls that are manageable and that are your speed. Now, what's an example of manageable? If you got fucking 3,000 followers on your Instagram, you're gonna have a difficult time managing a chick that has 30,000. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying it can't be done. I know guys that date girls that have 100,000 subscribers, 100,000 followers, and that guy might not even have social media. But he has leverage in some other area. So what I'm trying to say is if that's important to her and you're lacking in that area, it's gonna affect your dominance and your leverage. It's just kind of common sense, guys. So that's part of a chick being out of your league if you can't manage her. If you can't take her to do the things that she wants to do, please believe she's gonna go do it with somebody else. All right? If you don't have a guy that you can have jump on certain things that she needs done, she's gonna go find a guy herself. All right? In other words, you're not gonna be able to manage her. But if you get a chick that's maybe a little bit more quieter, a little bit more shy, less popular, a little bit more down to earth, a little bit more mundane, predictable, routine, there's a lot of really, really cute girls that just get up, go to work, do their 9 to 5, basic chicks, boring chicks. That's what you might need. Because guys have to be more than the female in every department. It's just the way that it is, guys. You have to be taller than her. You gotta have more money than her. You gotta have more things than her. You gotta have more experience than her. You gotta have more knowledge than her. That's just the way it is. What else? Message verified users only. So that's another thing that's important because a lot of guys waste time on chicks that aren't even who the fuck they're using in the pictures, and then you realize it's catfish and you're like a big dumbass. I don't know how that happens to anybody. I already made a video on it. It's super fucking easy to identify catfish. So the guys that are getting caught out there that are all gullible and easy to trick and fool, it's because of a lack of experience and a lot of fucking desperation. That's how that happens to you, because you're thirsty and you're desperate. A lot of you guys waste time out of desperation because you don't know how to just walk away from something that isn't gonna go well for you anyway, because you're hoping so much. You're using the hope strategy instead of using the Allende strategy. All right. DM when the IG is available. And, not following women that don't follow you. So that's another thing about a lot of these dating apps. Chicks already put their Instagram in the dating app. But of course, that's another thing that's going to be effective based on who you are. All right, so let's get the fuck out of here. I got like a minute and a half. I want to cut it at 40 minutes. It's already a long ass video. But if your IG is not the shit, bro, you're going to struggle with dating apps, because the dating apps all kind of reroute everything back to the Instagram or the Snapchat anyway. But like I said, guys, there's a lot of improvement that can be done, because every time guys show me their profiles and what they're working with, man, I would run out of ink writing down all the fucking things that are just ass backwards and fucked up and like, what the hell was this? Why are you doing this? What the fuck? And that's actually a good thing. That's a good thing, because think about it. If you're getting bad results and then you show it to me and there's like umpteen things wrong, that's a good thing, because everything that we fix is going to give you a better result. So if there's a lot of things to fix, that means shit, there's a lot of progress to be made. So in all actuality, it's actually a good thing if you change your mindset and choose to look at it that way, because it just shows how much potential for improvement you have when you start correcting certain things, maximizing certain things, and having a different perspective, outlook, and strategy. All right, guys, so the number is there, the email is there, dealing with all issues all together, but also a lot of guys are like, well, can you help me with dating and dating apps? It's just like, actually, that's actually kind of easy, because it's so physical. It's so actually there that we can kind of set it up. But for all the other stuff like the mindset and the depression that a lot of guys are dealing with, man, so much of that is just changing your perspective. It's amazing, guys. It's amazing how simple a lot of guys' problems are. They're just simply looking at it the wrong way. All right, so I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hit me up. And if you haven't downloaded, or not downloaded, but if you haven't added Facebook dating and you have Facebook and you're trying to like deal with dating apps, you should have did that a long time ago, guys, for real. I'm personally loving that no children filter, because it's like I don't even have to look if she has kids. Like I don't even have to check. I put that on. That shit only shows me women between a certain age that don't have kids within a certain distance. It's really pretty damn convenient. All right. So catch you guys on the next one. Peace.